active sun, moon, rising, Venus signs, and crosswatchers. Welcome to your 8-card draw shadow read. Shadow read. What do I need? Read shadow read for this full to new April 2023. That is a mouthful. I'll get it right by the time I do Pisces. I am your reader, Angelo Lyons. MAL for short. They're my initials. Professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998. Man, about to be 25 years old, May 1st, at the time of this recording. We'll talk about it at the end of the video. I am the author of Words of Grace from a Professional Witch. It's available on Kindle. There's a version of it on Kindle. There is a link in the description box if you would like to click it and preview it and see some of the principles, prayers, and practices that has kept me alive and in business as a spiritual teacher, a mystical artist, reading tarot since I'm 12 years old. I'm 54. Yeah, I know, I don't look it. Thanks. Keeping my sense of humor. Really check out the book. It's lovely. And it's broken down into chakra chapters, and we're going to be doing chakras here, so that might be helpful. And if you're down in my description box, please do check out the menu on my Patreon, patreon.com/drawingthecircle. Best career move I ever made. Oh my goodness gracious. At the moment, we have 8 different levels of subscription on my Patreon. Seekers, humans, heroes, angels, witches, immortals, mystics. God, goddess is one tier. It's at the top. They get everything on the platform, but all of my subscribers get the part 2s to the part 1s, the extended readings. There are a lot of them, and they're juggernauts, right? They also get what's called a daily check-in. I live stream every morning with them with an unlisted YouTube live stream link, so they can literally chat with me. Usually sitting on the couch, always sitting on the couch, cup of coffee, bathrobe, doing it with the laptop over there, talking about the day's astrological weather, the magical applications, the spiritual implication, always ending with a little prayer, a little practice, a little blessing, a little something, something to send us on our way. And it is my favorite way to start the day. And yeah, I'm okay that it rhymes. But seriously, they might add a free subscription button like on YouTube. And if they do that, I would certainly open the daily check-ins for that. But all the rest of that, yeah, it's paying my bills. So go click the link, look at the menu, join on up. We're having a field day over there. So come Patreon on Patreon, because I'm the Archangel of Lyons, Angelo Lyons. But you can call me Mal. Hey, let's get down to biz. First of the series is always fun for me because it is Aries. So let's talk about this. An 8-card draw is just one card from 8 different decks, getting you clues, tips, and hints about really anything in particular. I've done these for all sorts of different clients and different situations, but we're going to be looking at a 2-week timeline, a full to new, a beautiful full to new waning moon, the shadow work, the letting go, and when the moon rides at her peak, then ye heart's desire seek, and then get ready to let go, transform, release, surrender, do the spiritual alchemy. We'll talk about it, the language of spiritual alchemy here, so that you can clean the field and plant a seed at the new moon, which is a tricky new moon. I have it written down. I'm a Virgo. Of course, I have a clipboard here. The full moon in Libra, Thursday, April 6th, 1, 2, 3, 4 a.m. Eastern time. So that to me, like, you can have your 11/11s, they're fine. But 1, 2, 3, 4 tells me golden timeline, which is different than a leaded timeline. Maybe we'll talk about it. And then it is 2 weeks of releasing and letting go. And the only thing that's going on that I could find relevant in those 2 weeks is on the 11th of April, Mercury goes into Venus. So maybe we'll be expressing a little bit more love in our relationships in general. But that, of course, is the releasing, the letting go, the bringing us to the new moon and eclipse on Thursday, 4/20. But it goes void, of course, at 12:13 a.m. Eastern time. I'm in New York, by the way. So it goes void, of course, at 12:13. When is the new moon? Wait a minute. I thought I wrote this down right. Oh, yeah, no. It goes new and void, of course, at the same time. 12:13 a.m. goes into Taurus, 12:30 a.m. But then the sun will be moving into Taurus at 4:14 a.m. So I would wait. I mean, I'm not going to be working that early in the morning, so I will probably nail it in the morning and catch the waxing for that, and I will have the 5-card draw reads ready for that way before that happens. So, you know, otherwise, astrologically, no retrogrades. I looked. I always check for retrogrades, but it seems like we're free of them for right now. So here's the tea. Crosswatchers, heads up. This involves you. If you take this information and integrate it in some way, shape, or form, this gets you clues, tips, and hints about how to shift from a less leaded timeline to a more golden timeline. I'll explain it as I go. There is a new deck that I got from the Magic Moon in Saratoga Springs while visiting family over the weekend. We have brought to the table the newest member of the Drawing the Circle Productions divination team, the Magical Herb Oracle by Sherilyn Darcy from Rockpool Publishing, which I love. We also have their Divine Animals Oracle on here. Yeah, this is to kind of help you do the shadow work. There are links in the description box, a whole section down there about shadow work and mirror work and all of that stuff, so that you can release what needs to be released. There are 3 atoms in between lead and gold on the periodic table. Lead is heavier, denser, and toxic. Those 3 atoms cannot be created or destroyed, only changed or transformed. Alchemized is the way I like to phrase it, and that's what these readings are for. So they are general reads. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Check your other signs. Standard YouTube reading rules apply. To get some information, inspiration, and some healing help so that you heal and you let go, so that you're a bit more of a clear slate to hit that eclipse new moon in a couple of weeks. So both feet on the floor if you can, focus on your breath if you will, and I will do the best that I can to help you shift to a more golden timeline, which is simple but not easy. Choose the most loving, wise, empowered decisions and choices you can make every moment, but we're all given lots of wiggle room there, and that's what I'm here to do. So the shift from all that explanation, which I have to do for new people because I just don't want to drop people down in the middle of a shadow read, right? That's not nice. That's not kind. That's not even compassionate. But the shift from that I have to do to the divination that I was seriously born to do, that happens in a little 2-word spell. See if you catch it, because I say it over and over. Ready? Let's shift. Please take a nice deep breath. Let's see if we can have fun with these shadow reads. Still point. And here they come. Using the Caroline Mace archetype card, I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine. For the Aries collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and crosswatchers watching this video, receiving this reading, just one card. What is the dominant archetype in the 8th chakra? For the Aries collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and crosswatchers watching this video, drawn to this reading, showing them the shadow work, the alchemy from shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace, shifting every chakra underneath it in terms of what they attract and what they repel, so they can no longer delay, they have a choice, what cannot be prevented, this full to new. Wow, out of the gate with the God archetype. Masculine family archetype, the God archetype. There are 9 different families. There is a feminine family as well. Written on the card is the shadow attribute. I call that the lead. Up here, the light attribute, the gold. This should be fun. The shadow attribute, despotism and cruelty, using power to control people. Aries, come on. You've been known for such a thing, and this is of course your masculine energy, kind of like how you deal with the outside world, what comes from inside out, the yang dynamic. The light attribute you're shooting for, and this is the Aries that I love, benevolence and compassion, recognizing the eternal force within yourself and others. In other words, we are not males or females. We have no race. We have no politics in the immortal soul, right? Hail the traveler. You hear hail the traveler. That's the soul, the traveler. From lifetime to lifetime to lifetime to lifetime, the higher self, which manifests the soul, experiences all of our lives simultaneously. Wow, talk about multitasking. So look, you transform this within yourself. Cross-watchers, pay attention. You are going to make a big difference, not just for yourself, but for the entire Aries collective, in terms of anchoring more benevolence and compassion by recognizing. The word cognize kind of means to understand, or grok, if you like stranger in a strange land language, right? So to recognize, you already know this stuff, but it's recognizing it, and it's igniting the divine masculine, which we need that healthier on the planet, don't you think? I do. Let's keep going. Oh, this should be interesting. The next 4 chakras down, we're doing with the Daughters of the Moon Tarot, a feminist deck for the internal, heart, third eye crown, second level of power, creative intuition, the internal psychological stuff. And this is where the shadow work begins. Minimum throat chakra, willpower, spit, swallow, or chew. It's all your choice to delay or not delay what can't be prevented. How many times do you want to keep reincarnating for the same thing? I say let's not, but let's take a nice deep breath. Order and method. Still point. As I call upon my beloved goddesses of fire, the sign of Aries, powers of the south. I know, it's a shadow read. I get it. So please, beloved ones of creative cardinal fire, 1 card in clarity for the Aries collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, signs, and cross watchers, helping them, showing them what they need to be aware of inside the inside heart, third eye crown, to alchemize the god archetype. And you've got the 4 of flames, conflict, definitely a throat chakra card. I wouldn't say it's spit it out, like do it, just do it, right? And I wouldn't say swallow it, you know, let's just suppress this and hope it never comes back, and of course it will. This is chew. This is creative fire. 1 dragon fueling the flames of 2 archers pointing their arrows at each other. Definitely not so much a should I, but it's 1 foot on the gas, 1 foot on the brake. I want to, but, and it's better to chew with this kind of power than just start hurling lightning. Or arrows, Aries, you know, torches, throwing it at people. Let's look at the lower 3 chakras, the masculine energy, possibly you from the outside looking in at yourself, or you from the inside looking at people, places, and things, because lower 3 chakras are about relationships in the physical world, including your relationship to yourself, who you want to be in the outside world. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. As I call upon my gods of fire, the sign of Aries, powers of the south, please, 1 card in clarity for the Aries collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, signs, and cross watchers watching this video, drawn to this reading. What do they need to be aware of? Inside out, outside in. A lower 3 chakra dynamic, yang dynamic, to help them alchemize the god. With that conflict, that 4 of flames, yes, a card of rest, certainly, but inside, 1 foot on the gas, 1 foot on the brake. This, oh, lovely, this full to new. You've got the Sun card, and this type of reading for me, when it's major arcana, it's the entire chakric zone. So if this is you from the outside looking in, not only do you have the god archetype and you might be chewing on something, but you've got the god of healing, of the sun, of the arts. I mean, he's also the god of plagues. Don't piss him off. He does not like lies, and nor does the Sun card really ever sustain shadow for very, very long. This could be you absolutely shining your light at full capacity, right? Just being there. I would say if you wanted to give it a chakra, solar plexus would make sense. Who do you want to be? Your personal power, your boundaries, your self-esteem, your your ethics, your honor code, all of that stuff. But it's a lot of fire here for sure. And of course, this could be someone or a stage that you're in your life of being really authentic, but also very happy, right? That kind of light. And it's been said a billion times, when the Sun card appears in a spread, it lightens everything. And I'm really glad we're starting with that, right? But then again, this could be somebody who's shining their light, a healer, right? All sorts of ways that could play itself out. Don't worry, we got more cards. And we shifted up the flow, the order. We're going right to The Whispers of Lord Ganesh by Angelo to help remove the obstacles of those three symbolic atoms in between lead and gold. Ganesh, the Hindu elephant-headed god of success and prosperity, but mostly known, it seems, as the remover of obstacles, and I've cultivated a relationship with Ganesh over the decades, so I love working with this deck. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. As I call to the beloved Lord Ganesh, please, beloved one, God of success, prosperity, remover of obstacles, one card in clarity, please, for the Aries collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video, drawn to this reading. What is your guidance, your grace, your love, your wisdom, your power, your oracle message to help the Aries and the cross watchers alchemize the god archetype from shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace, toxic to healthy, removing those atomic obstacles, which sounds like a good name for a band, with the Four of Flames, conflict on the inner and the Sun on the outer. What do you got for them to help them shift to a more golden timeline in this beautiful, full to new revelation? Sorry, I'm having a St. John of Patmos moment. Patmos. The Revelator. Yeah. Let's not go apocalyptic just yet. Apocalyptic. Boogie, oogie, oogie. Sorry, card number 15. I totally skipped right past it. Revelation. Look, revelation means it's there. You just don't see it, and then poof, you see it. Let's see, where are we? Revelation. Just need the magnifying glass for this, because itty bitty teeny tiny micro italics. Card number 15, Revelation. Get ready for key changes in your external and internal worlds. Well, what a coinky-dink. You have come to the end of a cycle, and it's time for you to create something new. Cardinal, fire, creative fire, Aries. Through this card, Ganesha is indicating that it is time to break down some of the structures that you have created in your world. Waning Moon read. We're right on target. This has the potential to feel painful and challenging if you resist the process. Now, just pause for a second. I worked with the Ashaya monks, and they said if you're in a fast-moving river and you cling to the sides of the river, the current will beat the crap out of you. Just let go and see where the river takes you. It's totally that. This revelation coming to you may relate to your ego and your illusion of separateness from others. It is the first and really only illusion, the illusion of separation. I'm a pure non-dualist witch. This revelation may relate to your ego, your separation from others. You will develop a new perspective on things, and your revelation will help you grow stronger, wiser, and more composed. With that God archetype, do you see the unity part of it? Right? That compassionate benevolence, the eternal force within yourself and everyone and all things, right? You might encounter some challenges along the way, but these are necessary for your spiritual growth and enlightenment. Sounds like a shadow read. Honesty will bring about a positive change, even if you experience some pain and anxiety throughout the process. This is like shadow read ready, this card. When you begin to reach for your goal, you will come to realize that your true security and strength lie within yourself and your relationship to the universe, and not in some false belief system or artificially created world. Woo! Work! Be willing to reveal your truth and those around you. And if you have not yet dipped a toe into Course in Miracles, I highly recommend the Foundation for Inner Peace, A Course in Miracles, the Big Blue Book. But Marianne Williams and Gary Renard, there's so many people to introduce you into that, which is what this is talking about, because All right, seeing through a lens darkly, right? Pull that away. Lead glass, right? You want to pull away the lead, alchemize it, and have something revealed to you that was there all along, like Agatha. Let's keep moving. Of course, it's not a Angelo Lyons Mel for short. Read without a Macon healing mantra. These things work if you work them. I do. I write down all of mine from these readings, and I work them a little bit every day, and I lock them into jewelry as needed, so I don't forget. Let's see what the Ascended Masters, and I would say the Ascended Masters of Revelation seem like interesting. I don't know if they're ever called for them specifically. Please take a nice deep breath. Got all sorts of carte blanche in the Akashic Records library law firm up there. Still point. Here we go. I call upon the Ascended Masters of Revelation, because y'all only deal in truth anyway. The unity that there is only one of us incarnate. Yeah, there is only one Son of God, but it's all of us as all of life, including the puppies and the kitties and the trees. And even them, please, one card in clarity, the perfect healing mantra to help the Aries collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and cross watchers watching this video, drawn to this reading, alchemize the God archetype in the 8th, conflict on the inner, the Sun on the outer, with revelation, removing some obstacles, this full to new. Honoring adversity, a fire reveals a path of renewed direction once the burning is complete. I have worked this mantra so hard because it's not saying you have to like the adverse situations you are dealing with. You just need to honor them as part of something being revealed to you. Honoring it. Oh, shall we? Oh, let's. Oh, Lord Fendadanda. Honoring adversity. A fire reveals a path of new direction once the burning is complete. I don't know. I'm thinking this is very much an Aries read. When adversity is honored, life is appreciated as oscillating cycles of deterioration and renewal. Deterioration is the natural process of new things becoming old, waning moon, while renewal is the process of old things becoming new, waxing moon. Essentially wax on, wax off. As you learn to honor these two interconnected processes just as naturally as the changing of seasons, you are able to embrace adversity. It is not a punishment, but a gift of renewal, birthed out of the ashes of erosion, rising from the ashes, phoenix transformation, alchemy, shadow work, whatever you want to call it. It is on the table, and I'm getting head bonked by a Taurus kitten right now. Well, not really a kitten, it's more like a Mack truck that acts like a kitten. I love my Milky. This mantra is ideal for processing unforeseen changes. That could be what that conflict is that you got to chew on here. Overcoming superstitious beliefs. Well, if I do this, this will happen. And if I do this, that will happen. Rarely goes that way. And surrendering the ego. Surrender, Dorothy. If someone's name is Dorothy and they just went, I'm sorry, not sorry. Sometimes it takes a little thing to make a general read specific. So we've got a God honoring adversity with revelation. This should be an interesting title to write. They only give you 100 characters on YouTube. I do the best I can. So if you're going to walk the golden timeline, or shifting from lead to golden timeline, why not call upon the spirit animals and totems that are with you always, because they are our companions, and don't you think they want us to have a more golden planet, so to speak? Please take a nice deep breath. I love this pantheon. Still point. I call upon the pantheon of the animal kingdom, the spirit animals and totems for the Aries collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and cross watchers watching this video, drawn to this reading, who walks with them, who swims with them, who flies with them, who crawls with them, offering them the support, the protection, the guidance, the grace, the love, the wisdom, the power, and the oracle message to help them alchemize the God in the 8th, conflict on the inner, Sun on the outer, revelation, which certainly God of prophecy, Apollo, does that, shines that light, and shit gets revealed while they honor adversity. This full to new. The rhinoceros. That's preposterous. It's a rhinoceros. I'm better the hippopotamus preposterous. The key word, moderation. Everything in moderation, including moderation. That's so wild, Oscar. Card number 32. Oh, he's got like a Maharishi on his back. That's pretty cool. Let's dive. Card number 32. Just going to read the first part and the last part of this, pretty much the verbal description, and then the magical application, should you be so interested. Here we go. A rhinoceros. Keyword, moderation. Seek moderation in all things. Find the middle path, the third road. It's Buddhism straight up. Not everything is an extreme choice of black versus white. Well, that conflict in the third chakra there would make sense. Being passionate about something is positive, but to be obsessed may not be. Leave behind what you no longer need. We're starting this series with a very clear indication of shadow work. The magic. The magic of the rhino is a beautiful dance between strength, power, and moderation. This is an incredibly powerful animal, and yet is balanced with calm and restraint. In other words, when was the last time you heard of, like, I don't know, a pod of rhinos? I forget what they're called collectively, right? Like taking over a small village, right? No, they just got any cabbage. You know, I love rhinos. I love most animals. You don't gotta like everything to be at one with everything. It's a journey. So, moderation. So, now we've got a god honoring adversity with revelation in moderation, which I think otherwise you get really fanatical, right? Oh my God, you know, standing on the corner with a sandwich board ringing a bell. Acid wash denim is coming back. Hide, it's the end of the world. You come for the divination, you return for the humor, because I'm sassy as fuck. But I love what I do. And let's welcome our newest member, the Magical Herb Oracle, Sherilyn, C-H-E-R-A-L-Y, and Darcy. Really cool name. Oh, and Dear Dandy. I guess one of them does the art, one of them does the words. Enchanting Secrets from the Garden. Excited to do this. I am dedicating this deck, consecrating it, if you will, to my beloved Archangel Ariel, the Archangel of Lyons, the Archangel of Nature, including the plants and the aminals and the crystals. She covers a lot, but you know, you want something done, give it to a lioness. Please take a nice deep breath. And this is really easy to do. Still point. My beloved Archangel Ariel, correct pronunciation, beloved Archangel of Nature, Archangel of Lyons, of which I was named after, and my parents had no idea. Beloved Archangel of the Earth, one of many, but pretty Lyrian if we're going to go there. One card in clarity as I cleanse, consecrate, and empower this deck to you, my beloved Ariel. First use, didn't even do an unboxing for this one, but I might. What do you got for them? What is the magical herbal oracle to help them with the guidance, the grace, the love, the wisdom, the power they need to alchemize the God in the eighth? Conflict on the inner, sun on the outer, revelation, honoring adversity in moderation for the Aries collective. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video, receiving this reading, the first card down of this deck for all of us here in this full to new. Guidance. Sage! Oh, it's definitely, the artwork is really nice. The numbers, however, are in dark at the bottom. So, you know, beautiful art. I'm a Virgo. So, of course, I'm going to read this from the book. It's Rockpool Publishing, the same as the Divine Animals Oracle. So, let's see what we actually want to read from this. I mean, we all know sage, right? Salvia officinalis. Oh, how officinalis of you. Card number 24, the keyword guidance. like that. Or oracle meanings, valuable advice is being offered, but it may not be in an obvious way. Learn through observing more closely the examples of others or exploring the foundations and the structure of what you are focused on. An authority figure is energetically connected with you and has a great deal of bearing on the present. Be on the right side of the law and be very careful with contracts, and you might also find those in positions above you will have a great impact on your concerns. I love the languaging of this. There should be, these should be favorable. You may be prompted to find a mentor, teacher, or counselor to help you move forward at this time. Okay, it goes a little bit into the botanical description. Oh, but that's it. All right, so it's not necessarily info dense, is it? A guidance spell. Oh god, they give it. Okay, magical correspondences. Oh, this is a lot. This is a lot in here, but I think from this book we're just kind of skim the surface there. Guidance. Okay, so sage. Oh, so hard to find, right? You can always go to, like, I don't know, the herb aisle of, I mean, like, you know, herbs and spices, grocery store, just grab something that you would stuff a fish or chicken with, you know, use that. Doesn't always have to be white sage 24/7. There's all sorts of varieties. Wow, so, you know, to ask for guidance here. I mean, honestly, as a witch, I will take a bed of sage, crush it up, light it, and then sprinkle other stuff on top. But particularly for that purification to clear the air, one would think, to receive the guidance via revelation while you're honoring adversity. See, once you honor adversity and you say, all right, the fire's still burning, I don't know what to do yet, the path of new direction has not been revealed, but to keep it in moderation and ask for guidance, I think this will resolve itself. For sure, you may have to go through the 5 of flames to get to that 6 of victory. How it goes. Ready? Last card down. The Hidden Blessing. I love this. The Blessed Bee by Lucy Cavendish. The gold hidden within the lead. It's already there. The Hidden Blessing. That's why it's hidden. But for those 3 atoms in between, this is the last card down. Whatever card it is, I read the blessing full force to send it out into the world to just help everybody. But then after that, the reading is over, and I'm going to talk a little bit at the end about 25 years during the Circle Productions anniversary, Beltane, May 1st. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Does anybody else hear that? Am I having a clairvoyant boop boop episode? Well, somebody was backing it up. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. I call upon the pantheons of all pantheons, please, a delegation from all traditions, lineages, and cultures for the Aries Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Signs, and Cross Watchers. Watching this video, receiving this reading. What is the gold hidden within the lead? Light at the end of the tunnel. The hidden blessing already in play that will be revealed, one would think, if they just do their best to alchemize the god archetype from shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace, toxic to healthy, perdition to paradise, poverty to prosperity, to yay with the god archetype in the 8th, conflict on the inner, throat chakra, sun, oh my god, on the outer, revelation, which goes along with the sun on the outer, honoring adversity. They don't gotta like it, but I get it. The fire's not done burning, so the new direction has not been revealed yet. So to do this in moderation, so much power, so much strength, but not burning down the village, with the moderation of the rhino, with the guidance of sage. What do you got for them, beloved pantheons of all pantheons? This full to new. A blessing on your intuition. A blessing on your intuition. Guidance. So, yeah, it may be inspired from things outside, but chances are it's more coming in through the crown and talking to you on the inside. Card number 8. She's hanging out there with a crystal ball and an owl on pillows. I mean, I don't know who styled her, but they deserve a raise. Card number 8. Trying to think who she looks like. All of the figures in this deck remind me of somebody, but I can't always put my finger on it. You know, you don't want to put your finger on it without permission anyway. All right, here we go. We're doing these for real. Get my root chakra together for you. Please take a nice deep breath. Pantheons of all pantheons, please transmit. Here we go. A blessing on your intuition. A blessing to create a trusting relationship with your own inner guidance. In this world, many will seek to guide you. They will hold a torch aloft and show you a road that they will promise you has a destination that is heavenly or healing or a home for the spirit in which you will be loved, in which you will finally belong. May this blessing light the torch of your own inner guide, who alone knows the truth of your soul. May you begin to sense out what is best for you without pride or vain public deliberating. May you just simply connect with the light within, and from that light shine out. And with that light, the glowing radiance of your own intuition, the guide of your own spirit, may the road you take be softly illuminated. May you trust when it takes place, but not force it on another. May your own intuition grow in its light until it glows bright when needed and softens when you feel ready to walk steadily in the direction of your own soul. May you trust that you are becoming who you were born to be and never who another would make you. May this intuition not be shaken by mistakes or misinterpretations, but may you open up the senses you were so gifted with by the Spirit that guides us all. And may your own inner wisdom that will be expressed through that innate gift of intuition be given room to blossom. May you be taught well, but not attached to teachers of the intuitive gifts. Yeah, the wise piece there. And may you come to understand that the price for walking this way of truth, to come to understand that the price of walking this way to truth to the self may sometimes be high, but never as high as the giving up of will and spirit and guidance to others. Let yourself be open to the messages from within first, and then allow the world to speak to you through the filter of your most pure, intuitive gift. Blessed be. For the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it. So let it be done. So would it be. And so it is really with the God archetype in all of this, a lot of power and potential here. Just keep chewing and the guidance is there for you. If this helped, if you liked it, please hit the thumbs up. Shifts the algorithm so other Aries and cross-watchers can find it, because that's how this platform works. But over on Patreon, we have no algorithms or logarithms or any of that. No, you sign up for a level of subscription. You get everything on that without anybody saying they can see this or they can see that. Oh, no. I don't play that way anymore. But, you know, I am going to say, as a mystical artist in a time of immense planetary transformation, I love Patreon. And if they add the free subscription option that they've been talking about, I will release that to the free subscribers, the daily check-ins for sure. But certainly come Patreon on Patreon, click the menu, see if something speaks to you. Because 25 years in service, I have been charging $100 an hour since I started in 1998 for spiritual counseling or readings in person, on video, house calls. I used to make them, right? And if I went over that hour, that was on me. If they wanted to tip me, that was on them. Well, I'm changing my prices. It's time. It is time, and I'm putting together a little bit of like a modular make your own reading session thing to kind of figure that out. And tips are always welcome. But I've been doing this for a very, very long time. I think 25 years. It's about time. So there is a link in the description box. Booking a reading with Mal. It will be remade before May 1st, but if you book me for anything before May 1st, I will of course honor that plan, even if we book it for after May 1st. So click the link, check it out. and I'm here to help. But most importantly, you've got God power here, a masculine energy power that can descend into despotism and cruelty, or compassion and benevolence. So clear that within yourself, whether this is reason, season, or lifetime. You have the revelation coming, so have at it. I love you. Hang in there. Do the shadow work. Reach out. Heal. Hail. Farewell. And blessed, blessed be.